just have to always remember that I'm not saying hello straight away. So don't think that I don't have sound. I'm just not saying hello straight away till I get my mic on. So hopefully the sound is okay. I haven't been live for a while. And like I said, I'm in my post, I'm out of practice, and I may not be totally with it. Well, with the technology, I'm saying. Um, okay, so we seem okay. There is a sound there. So I was going to go live last night, but unexpected guests turned up. So you kind of can't go, oh, excuse me, I'm going to craft. But I moved it to this morning, and it's a lovely morning here in Sydney. So my name's Amanda Fitzgerald, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, as I just mentioned. So it's been quite cold here, which I think it's been quite cold everywhere in Australia, and it has also been quite wet in many parts. But there is many parts that aren't getting rain as well. Yeah, so we haven't got any rain this weekend, I don't think. Actually, there might be some forecast tomorrow. But anyway, on the bright side, it's great for crafting, and I have a crafting day ahead of me. So I thought I'd started off, because I missed out last night, I thought I'd started off by going live today after I picked my fresh eggs up. I love my fresh eggs. I found someone locally that does eggs, and I love nipping out on a Saturday morning and getting those. Anyway, just letting you know that. All right, so bear in mind too, because I was just speaking to a lady last night, and I forgot to mention to her that Stampin' Up have that loyalty program now. So every time you spend with Stampin' Up, you get Stampin' Up rewards, which turns into dollars. So I think it's 10%. 10%, yeah, 10%. It's been so long since I've even mentioned things like this that I'm even forgetting. But it's 10% of your order, and then you can spend that on your next order. So and that's when you order online through an online account. And if you shop with me, I also have going, and I don't have the picture. I am part of a tutorial bundle every month with many demonstrators around the world. And I think there's 22 projects in the July one. So if you spend $75 or more with me, then you get that tutorial bundle for free too. So it's 22 cards, including instructions, including tutorials. So all ready there for you to make. So if you're a little bit stuck on what you're making, then that really certainly does help. Also, my team get that tutorial bundle each month for free, and that's my thank you to the team for being with me as Stampin' Up demonstrators. So there you go. I know there has been a lot of people that have been thinking about joining. It's still a great time to join. You get $235 worth of product for the $169. So you get $66 worth of free product, and sometimes it's the best way to shop because you get your 20% discount, and then also you get your 10% that the customers get as well. So you get your Stampin' Rewards as well. So it's pretty cool. Who wants to pay retail anymore, right? There are there's no lock-in contracts, but the only thing is you do have to spend a minimum to stay active. So every 3 months you need to spend about $126 a month, but it works out on a quarterly. And then if you don't make those quarterly minimums, then you just go back to being a demonstrator. So being a customer. So you're no longer an active demonstrator. But I can always talk you through that side of things if that's something you're interested in. All right, now let's get crafting. I mentioned banner dies because I've been dying to give these a go, and this is the first time I've actually opened them. So this is an awesome bundle of dies that Stampin' Up have at the moment. And I think they are an online exclusive. So with their online products, sometimes if they sell out, they're not going to restock, but they're all in stock at the moment. So awesome bundle. As you can see, there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 dies. And then they have the little cutouts that you can make like a party banner with, and some other kind of holes, obviously, that you can put the hole in for your string to go through. So it works out beautiful for banners, but it works out great for cards, and also scrapbooking as well. So I'm combining those banner dies today with a kit. Actually, I felt like doing a kit, and then I thought So you've got the kit that you can use. That was a big breath. You've got the kit that you can just make, again, fully instructional. It even has QR codes for a video on how to make them. So this is called the Essential Occasions Kit. So it's really cool because it has many occasions in one. So this one is only $23 for 6 cards. So that actually works out pretty good per card. You know how much? Oh God, I actually looked at a card the other day in a shop and could not believe how much it was. Yeah, so you've got I love you, congratulations, happy birthday, so glad you're in my life, thank you, and thinking of you. So quite a few there for different occasions to send to people. So we are going to I'm not going to follow the instructions. So I'm going to show you how you can buy one of these kits, combine it with some of the stuff you have at home, and make a different kind of card as well. So also in these kits, I'll actually show you when I pull it down. I'll give you another little tip around these kits. All right, let me flip around. Just going to move my table down to see where we're at. We'll make that there. We'll move a little bit of crap around and we'll add some light. Just forgot to do that. Cool, and then we'll move that back up. I actually have been standing a lot more whilst I've been working and crafting, to be honest. Okay, so hopefully that's looking pretty good. All right. Okay, so yeah, like I said, and I'm getting crampy. Here I am saying I've been standing. Maybe I have to sit down if this cramping my foot continues. Be sure to say hello if you're jumping on too. I'd love to say hello and know someone's joining me. It's nice to even craft with someone online. Cool. I was just thinking, is my screen upside down? No, it's not. Well, I thought I missed you. No, you didn't miss me last night. It didn't happen, Nola, so welcome. Yeah, so Essential Occasion Kit, it really is, and that's the other thing I was going to show you. So inside, like it says, it has all the instructions, but you can also use these QR codes and they give you a video if you're just a beginner. And then more about the Stampin' Up! Kits and how to use them. They also tell you the coordinating colours. So one thing about Stampin' Up! I love is they help you colour coordinate, because sometimes that's the hardest thing when you're crafting, is you put the colours together and you think, oh, it just doesn't look right. They show you what colours you can coordinate with this kit. So I've pulled those colours out. So in this kit is Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, Pool Party, Crushed Curry, and Calypso Coral. So look at those colours. So you can imagine how pretty those cards are going to be. I've actually thrown in myself too that I might use Basic Beige. I love Basic Beige. And then very vanilla. Basic White. I love the Basic Beige just as an alternative base to the... Hello, Kat. I haven't seen you on pages. Hello. Yeah, so a little bit of an alternative I use quite a bit lately to my base card. All right, so now I thought I might start off. You know what? I pulled this one out, the congratulations one. So, and I have no idea why. Now where is it? Here we go. Yeah, so this kit is only $23. I don't know whether I mentioned that, but $23. I did for the 6 cards, so that's pretty cool, pretty affordable. Right. And then if you're a demonstrator, you get 20% off, but sometimes you can get 25% off. So that works out even better as well. So, okay. Now you get a little cardboard piece. And the reason I show you this is because I very often take kits when I'm out and about doing things. Very often if I go have a cup of coffee on my own, sometimes I do, just to chill, I'll take a card making kit with myself and sit down and have my coffee and craft a little bit. And I use that to stamp on. This one's actually a non-stamping kit, so that's another bonus. You don't have to stamp in this one. Okay, so you get all your things you need. You get your tear and tape, and then all your envelopes and your cards and your little die cuts, so you even get your dimensionals. And here's the cards. So yeah, you get lots. They are in different languages, so a lot of these sometimes, like a lot of these you won't use, but you can keep these and stamp on the back of them, and you've got more more labels to use. I think that's what's good. So we've got lots of cards here. So let's see how I can change these up a bit, hey? Alright. So we're going to start off with this one here. So I'm actually going to use this design in mind, but kind of change it into a banner card. So I've got the card here. They're all pre-scored, so you can fold it over. Sorry, you can just fold over, and then if you've got your bone folder, you can just burnish it there, and that way it sits nice and flat. And I might just put that back where I found it so that I will be able to find it again. So what I thought I'd do with this one is we might actually banner die it straight out. So with the banners, I just look at the sizes. They are pretty cool. So they go right up to, let's have a look. They go right up to 14 centimetres. So 5.5 inch if you're an inch person. I'm not very good at that, but I did it for you. Yeah, 14 centimetres, and then they go down probably, 0.5 each time. And the longest one is, well, more than 15 centimetres, so it's probably about 17, 18, about 18 centimetres down. So they are quite large. Now these are in a bundle with letters. The letters are amazing. So it's called the Party Die Bundle. It is quite up there in price. In fact, if you were thinking about buying it, I probably would put it in a starter kit. That would bring it down to $169, which would be a bargain. So you can buy it as a bundle, or you can buy the party banner dies by themselves. All right, so I think we can just fit that one in the biggest die. So let's give it a go. So we'll get that out, and we'll get our machine. So what I'm going to do is not knock my cup of tea over. So I'm going to actually, I think it will be all right to go through the entire card. Now, because I'm doing this all backwards to have it in the camera, it's a little bit funky. Now I'm going to have to lay the whole die on here because I don't want to bend the die. And we want the banner. So how are we going to do this? So I'm just lining that up, and I've just got to make sure that that banner is going to cut down the bottom there. There we go. Beautiful. Is anyone crafting today? Anyone crafting along or just chilling and watching? Alright, let's see if this works. Oops. So it was a little bit hard to get through, but not that it wouldn't go through. And there we go. So we have made that. And I'm just thinking, can I use this for anything else? Probably not. I'm probably gonna throw that away. You always like, should I use that? Okay. So we'll put that banner right away. And there's our card. How cool is that? Yeah, I like that. And then we will grab the pieces that was, so they had this piece here. And whoops, and this piece here. And and then one that says congratulations. Now the other thing you could even do to this, because I'm just thinking, how tall is this? Let's have a look. I said I was going to elevate them, so it actually is, it measures 13.8. So if I do my normal card base of 14.8, let's have a look. So this is where your coordinating colours can come in, because that would either go with Pool Party. Pool Party doesn't really make it pop up, does it? But Pretty Peacock will. So what we'll do is we will grab, now, think Amanda, I want it to go that way. So we're going to measure I don't know whether I want to do this one or not. Yeah, okay, let's go. We'll give it a go. We can always not use it. So that's that. Now, really, if I just cut that, look, like, whoops, I need my arm out. Onto there. So what we could end up with, and I'm actually going to stick that down. Let's stick that down with some Stampin' Seal. Creating on the fly here, guys. And then grab your, because I always use this lip to fold. So if I just fold that over, now it's quite a bit thick. But there we go. It's a little bit off on that side, but you know what I'll do? I'll just chop it, because that's how I roll. It's a little bit not as, chop that little bit off. That's a bit more even. So I just went really heavy on that burnish. There we go. So then we've got this piece here that we need to incorporate, and then the other two. You know what I forgot to bring in? I've got these ones. I don't know whether these are still. There's lots of bargains online too. So Stampin' Up do discontinue things, and they put them on what's called the last chance sale with some great discounts. So these ones aren't available anymore. But we got some bling. But there'd be lots of embellishments now. They were, not long ago they were available and they were a good price. Yeah, so really with that there. So what we could do with that one, see they've got it going straight down, but whether or not I want to do that, I don't know. I reckon we might banner dye this one, eh? Or, oh, hang on a minute, because it's lines, and then, oh, this is probably going to look good, and then the congratulations. Yeah, that looks good. So let's, we'll put some glue on this one. Hey dearie, how are you? Morning. And then that one we will put some dimensionals because we've got some dimensionals here in our kit. So we will stick these down like that. Can I take a picture? I'll lift my box up so I don't have to go up, down, up, down. And then that is going to go like that. And then with the congratulations, because we've put that on dimensionals, we're going to put this other end on dimensionals. So this end we're going to put on dimensionals and lift it up. And then the other side, we're just going to add some glue. Because that can, you don't need otherwise it'll be uneven. So we'll just take these off. And there we go. Now I'm just thinking, remember that little piece? I'm getting that back. I have an idea. So now we need any kind of bling you've got. This one doesn't come with bling actually. Probably is because it's that lower price point. So we'll just put some bling. That one. There we go. Big one down there, like that. There we go, and you could add ribbon to it if you wanted to. But then the other thing we need to do is grab some plastic white. Now these are cut to my normal card size, so, and this is very similar to my normal card size, so I'll just trim a little bit off that. Fit in fine. And then I was thinking maybe there. Look at that. So what we'll do is get some glue. So see how I've made that card? I've stepped it up. But like I say, you can always just make the cards as they are too. Or make some of them as they are and some of them with some other products. So just like that. And then with your scissors, turn it upside down and just chop those extra bits off. And then that can go in there. We'll just grab our seal. There you go. And the inside is pretty cool as well. There you go. And then, I don't know, because I didn't think of that, but you might not be able to use your envelope because it is slightly bigger. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's going to come so close. I should have made sure I could. You could trim it down a little bit, but it's just that little bit too big for that envelope, bugger. And I don't really want to trim it down. Anyway, I will just use a normal envelope and I'll just save these envelopes. The other thing you can do is, if you don't use these envelopes, is you could use, because the other coordinating colour that it says on here, and I don't know whether you can, it's the craft paper, and I didn't have any. But yeah, this is basically a craft paper, so you could use that on cards as well. So there we go. There's card number 1. Alrighty. Let's have another look. Which we might do this happy birthday one. I'm just going to have a little sip. So if you've got some kits hanging around at home and you're thinking, I just don't feel it with that kit, get it out and use your pieces with other things. So here's our happy birthday one. Now, our happy birthday one really has to be portrait. So our background is portrait. So what we might do is we might just use a banner on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this envelope, like I said. So I'm going to rip this envelope as best I can. There we go. So I am going to create a banner for this one. So let's grab the banners again. And just on our banner, we want to see which one. We don't want to hide all of that background because it's actually quite nice. So I'm just picking which one. I think that's a nice size. So we'll just run that through the craft paper. So really, that's just going to use that part there. So let me just get the machine. Well, I'm going to have to just drop that because you don't really want to. Oh, it should be right. No, it should be right to run it through like that. Yep. Let me just like that. Here we go. So there's our little banner out of our envelope, and that's going to go on here. And then following this one here, so the instructions will tell you. So you've got, you're like, why are you showing the instructions? You're not doing the instructions. Yeah, sort of I am. So again, happy birthday. Now there is only one happy birthday, but remember how I said you have these extra ones? Now you can use them and stamp on the back. And I would not get rid of those. Because they are cool. And then the other thing we've got is this here, which is really, look at that, so like fringing. That's pretty cool. So we got that and that. All right. So I might actually cut this one up. So we'll get like that, and I'm going to cut the blue. Whoop. Maybe I'll cut it with scissors. What do you think of that? See, I'm doing all the things, so you don't do the things. So I'm going to just chop that off, that bit of blue. There we go. And then I will chop in between that pumpkin pie and calypso coral. This has got all the colours in here, and I'm actually just thinking, because I realised it, I'm actually going to make this one just a bit smaller because I've chomped it. It's got all the colours, so I'm thinking actually as well, we might put a little bit more behind that. I think a little bit of calypso coral. Let's put the calypso coral. And what we're going to do is, so this is using the banner die, I'm just going to go up one. And I'm going to do a banner die in calypso coral. So grab some calypso coral. I'm not going to bring the machine back because you've seen how they work. I'm just going to do that over here. My little plastic table over here is shaking. Okay. So we'll put that like that. Okay. And then that will go on there. There we go. So we're going to glue that on there. Now, if you jump on Pinterest as well and type in banner dies, Stampin' Up, there's some great ideas for cards as well. So like that, and then we will glue these ones on as well. So we'll put, oh, or do we want to, no, we'll just glue these on, and then we might actually lift the whole thing up. So we'll go like that. The pool party. And then we just got a happy birthday there. I think that looks awesome. Or happy birthday like that. No, I think just down here. Oh yeah, showing the banner still. Now if only I had a bit of, I would put a little bit of twine behind this, but I don't know. I think my twine's in the other room. Yeah, it is. Let me just, oh no, here we go. I do have some. It's usually always close by. Oh, my camera's gone. Sorry, I didn't notice that. I told you I wouldn't be set up properly. That's a bit better, isn't it, guys? Apologies. Yeah, I've got some linen thread, my favourite linen thread, so we'll just do that in a bow, just a loose bow, like that. Yeah, that one's playing up, but just use the bone folder on these. And just pull it up. And I'm just going to get a glue dot. Because I'm just going to stick that on. And then just going to, just a little bit hanging out. We'll figure that out in a second. Okay. So we'll put a bit of glue on that now. And I'll glue it there, and then I will move my bit of, and this one's a little bit too long, so I'll chop one off. And then, whoops, it's not stuck. Give it some time a minute. Look, make sure it's even too. And then we will grab, I'll actually grab my foam adhesive strips. Which are very easy to use. And they give it more of a sturdy book card feel, I feel. There we go. And then some bling, why not? Where's our bling? Oh, I don't know where my bling's gone. Anyway, I would put some bling on that somewhere. wherever it's gone. We might find it soon. So there's card 1 and card 2. So you can see them on there. And then how that little bit different I've made them look. Yeah, what do you think? Would you like me to do one more? Should we do one more? I'm thinking I might do the this one over here. So glad to have you in my life. Thinking. I went quiet then, didn't I? Okay. All right. Let's have. Let's do the thank you one actually. So we've got this one here, and it is on just a plain piece of card, and they've got it this way here, and then they've got thank you, which is this one here, and then they've got a little whoops, I'll get rid of that because I keep bumping it, and then they've got this one here, whoops. And again, so they've got that piece that we're working, this one, and these ones where they've got the other little language, I would just keep them and stamp on the back. I don't know if I've got a stamp set in here, otherwise I'd do one with a stamp set, but I don't think I've got one in. Okay. I do. Yeah, I've got a happy birthday. So the other thing you can use with them is, and there's favourite, now do I have it? Look at it. I brought it in. Is the ephemera packs. Hang on, maybe I have something. I'm just seeing if I would work. I'm just so you've got this one here that's called Birthday Treats Mix Ephemera Pack. These are awesome and awesome to mix with your card making kit. So you get lots and lots of sheets. These got some beautiful that you can just put straight onto a card front, and some cakes, and muffins, so 2 of those, and then you've got some sentiments as well. So we might use, even though I've shown you that, I think I'm going to use the thank you. But yeah, definitely what I might even do is put these in here, and then they're safe. Okay. So we're going to use a thank you after all that, and I'm just trying to think. I think we might go this way instead of, they had it landscape, but I might do a banner out of this. So, and we might incorporate a cake with fruit, the good with the bad. All right, let's see which banner we want to use. So I think again I'm going to use another colour under that, so we will cut that out with that one, and then we will go one bigger for the other colour. Okay, so we're going to go, we might actually use, I wonder if crushed curry might look good there. Let's have a quick look. Oh, crushed curry might. Oh no, I do like it. Let's go crushed curry. So I'll just cut these out. So that's the crushed curry one. It's just come through, and then I'll do the other one. we've got all this. Just put those Benadryls away. That little bit I don't think I will be able to use, but remember last time I put it away and got it back, didn't I? Because it's only, oh you know, we still could use that. Hang on, we're going to keep that. Okay. Let's put that away. And then that's going to go on there. They work so easy together. Yeah, for layering. Awesome. So there we go. So we'll glue that one down. And the other thing I might do with this one is use some linen thread again, and we want to use the thank you on here. The thank you, and then oh, they've got the blue part in it. Sorry, the pretty peacock. Where's that piece? That's right. That will obviously need to be used because it's going to make it. Now they've got it kind of on the instructions. They've got it a little bit like that. So let's just glue that one down. There we go. So that's going to go on there. And then I'm just wondering whether I want to use. I don't think it actually needs anything more. No, I'm not going to use any of those, even though I got it out. I'll put them back for later. Now I've got coming up with Stampin' Up, and anyone can join. It is quite a high price point because it's their very first virtual album retreat. Now it's on the 16th, 17th and 18th, so it's a 3-day event. It's virtual, so you actually get a link sent to you for you to join. You learn lots and lots and lots of techniques. It is scrapbooking, but you can apply those to card making as well. So it's on the website. Check out the virtual album retreat. If you're a demonstrator, you actually get it as a really good price. I've spoke about it many times in our team, but you get it at your 20 and 25% discount. Plus you get your Stampin' Rewards. So it actually works out really cheap. And it's 12 double layouts. So I'm super excited for this. But I've got I've actually started, and it all comes, all your page layouts come all pre-cut. So we don't have to do any cutting, we can just learn the techniques, we can stick them all together, we can stick our photos on. And in the end, like I say, we will have a full 12-month scrapbooking folder. So that's really cool. The folder is sold separately, but you might have your own folder, or you can use your Stampin' Rewards to buy that as well. But I'm really looking forward to that event. You also then do have access to that event indefinitely because it will be uploaded and the links will be sent to us to view that afterwards. So if you can't attend the live event, I actually can't do the whole live event, so some of it I'll be watching in replay. But it really is priceless. So you kind of don't pay for the event, but the event's in with the price. But then you get all it's amazing what that box is full of. So I wanted to mention that because you probably still have time, but you know what? If it's something you want to join and you're not necessarily going to do it live, you've got plenty of time to buy it. There is still stock available. So I would definitely I had fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out because it's the first time Stampin' Up have run one of these. It has been helped by the people that have joined by Close to My Heart. It's something Close to My Heart used to offer. So Stampin' Up have decided to offer it as well. So I am looking forward to it. Okay, so let me get my tear and tape. And we will stick this down. This is another way I like to use my linen thread. Kind of done it backwards there so I can work backwards like that, because I want this end to be the one that joins. That's it. So we'll just do that. Get a bit more of this. So if I hadn't chatted so much, I would have made 3 cards very quick with the help of this kit. So, and then your thank you, I'll put my thank you above it, and I will put a flower, or not a flower, a bow. So let's stick this one down. My nose is a bit black, I can't read. There we go, and our thank you wheel will pop up with some dimensionals. There they are. Now I've got a couple of people from my team online, so keep in mind too guys that Mandy is doing, so we're part of a bigger group of Stampin' Up, so of a bigger community, so we have a online team gathering today, so that's at 2 o'clock. I'm trying to make it, so would love to see you there if you can make it. There we go, that, and then we will but I do my own team monthly gatherings as well. So there's lots you can take part of if you want to. So I'm just going to do this kind of bow and some more off there, and then I just tie it around. This is my self-taught bow. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how I got to this idea, but I wanted multiple of those. I don't know what you call that. Multiple of the ears. Do you call them ears? I don't know. And one day I just did this, and I've continued to do it. So I'll just use my bow holder and I'll establish. I might just stick it down. I might have to shorten them quite a bit more, so I might just pull them all down together. And then our bow will go there, so we get some a glue dot again. I love my glue dots for my attaching my ribbon and that. There we go, and that's my tape. Now we need a middle. So we've got a middle in here. Now this is going to be a little bit smaller. So the cards are a little bit smaller than what I usually make. But that's okay, so we'll just chop that off. Oops. And then we will see whether we can use, I think it's a little bit too little. But what we could do is chop this around. and put that there, and even take this little part off here. Sorry. So we'll, oh dear me. Oh, we'll put that one to the side and we'll glue that one down. Waste not, want not, eh? I'll leave that lid off for a second. I'll put that one there. And I knew I'd used a lot of glue then. Okay. And then we'll put more glue on that one. There we go. Just stick that one down. And then that can go in here. And we'll just grab something seal. And there we go. So we have 3 cards made out of those 6. But just with a little bit more materials to make them different. There you go. What do you think? Pretty cool. But at least I've used, so I don't have to, you know, think for myself. I've used the card making kit to help me and guide me, and then just added bits. But that banner die, pretty cool. And it even has, I haven't used them yet, but it's got the real tiny one, which if you have a look on the Stampin' Up website, they have a really, I think it was, oh no, maybe it was Pinterest I saw it on. They had a really cool card where they used that with all different colours. Yeah, I like that one as well. All right. Well, there you go. So, thank you for joining. I'm back doing some lives. Be sure if you like this, get in contact with me. I'd love to help you get this card making kit if you'd like it. I'd love to hook you up with that tutorial bundle. If you spend $75 or more, it really is nice. I think I have posted it on my page, but there is a new one each month. So there you go. All right. Well, like I say, have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather you're having, whether it be crafting if it's raining or if you're out and about. Stay safe and keep warm. And I will see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.